Welcome to my channel. I'm Shonibara Kazim. So we'll be discussing the course with the code MHC 102 and title Elementary Mathematics 2. In this course, we're going to learn the following: functions and limits, differentiation, techniques of differentiation, some applications of differentiation, integration, methods of integration, definite integral, and some applications of integration. We're going to start with the first topic. We have the functions and limits. So we commence with the definition of a mapping. A mapping F, a mapping F from a set A into a set B is a rule that assigns to every member of the set A, called the domain of F, a unique element in set B, called the codomain of F. Okay, so what mapping refers to is this name F here. F is just a symbol representing the mapping, representing the rule. Okay, and what does it do? It's assigned to every member of the set A a unique member here in set B. If A, if the set A is now a subset of the set of real number and B is also a subset of real number, then F is called a function. F is called a function. Specifically, it is called a real valued function. So that is called a real valued function. For example, suppose a function F from the set of real number into the set of real number is defined by f of x equals to x squared minus 2x minus 2. Find Roman figure 1, f of 1, Roman figure 2, f of minus 2, Roman figure 3, f of 5, and Roman figure 4, f of 2a minus f of a. Okay, so let's start. How do we do this? First, f of 1 refers to whatever we see x in the definition of f of x, we replace with 1. Okay, so that we have f of 1 to be 1 squared minus 3 times 1 minus 2. So we simplify this so that we have 1 minus 3 minus 2. And if we go further by simplifying this, we're going to have this to be minus 4. Roman figure 2, f of minus 2. F of minus 2 implies that wherever we see x in the definition of f of x, we replace with minus 2. So that we have minus 2 squared minus 3 minus 2 minus 2. Simplifying this, minus 2 squared will give you 4. Minus 3 times minus 2 will give us plus 6 and minus 2. And this will give us 8. Roman figure 3, f of 5. f of 5 is equal to 5 squared minus 3 times 5 minus 2. This is equal to 25 minus 15 minus 2. If you simplify this, 25 minus 15, that is 10. 10 minus 2, that will give you 8. Roman figure 4, we have f of 2a minus f of a. Okay, so let's do for f of 2a first. So whenever we see x, we replace with 2a. Okay, so we have 2a squared minus 3 times 2a minus 2. Okay, so simplifying this, we're going to have 4a squared, that's the result for 2a squared, and then minus 6a minus 2. That's the result for f of 2a. Now, f of a implies that whatever we see x will replace with a, that will be a squared minus 3a minus 2. Okay, I will write it under 4a squared minus 6a minus 2. So we have a squared here minus 3a minus 2. Okay, so the operation between them is minus. We are to find the difference between the two of them. So that means f of 2a minus f of a implies 4a squared minus 6a minus 2 minus a squared minus 3a minus 2. So we want to simplify this now. We have 4a squared minus a squared, that will give you 3a squared. Now minus 6a minus minus. So minus minus means minus times minus, that will give us plus. So we have minus 6a plus 3a, and that will give us minus 3a. Then here we have minus 2 minus minus 2. Minus 2 minus minus 2, and that is 0. So our result for that, our result for f of 2a minus f of a will be 3a squared minus 3a. If you like, you can factorize 3a is common so that we have a minus 1. So limits of function. Given a function f of x, the limit of the function f of x as x tends to a, the limit of the function f of x as x tends to a is equals to f of a. So let's look at the following example on limit of function. So we say that limit of 8 minus 3x plus 2x squared as x tends to 2. Okay, so remember that the limit of f of x as x tends to a is equals to what? F of a. So it means that this function that we have here, wherever we see x there, we replace with the value that x is tending to. Okay, so we now have 8 minus 2 minus 3 open bracket 2 plus 2. Then here we have another x, that will be 2 squared. Okay, so we now simplify this. We simplify this. We're going to have 8 minus 6 minus 8, and our result will be minus 6. Okay, so the next one, limit of 1 minus 2t cubed as t tends to minus 3 is equals to, so whatever we see t here, we replace with minus 3, so that we have 1 minus 2 open brackets minus 3 cubed, and this will be 1 minus 2. Simplify what you have in the bracket first. So minus 3 cubed, that will be minus 27. So then we have 1 minus 2 times minus 27, that will give us plus 54, and that will be 55. So the limit of this function as x tends to minus 3 is 55. So here, the limit of this function as y tends to 0. So wherever we see y, we replace with what? 0. So that we have 3 times 0 over 4 times 0 plus 3. Okay, so this will be equals to 0 over 3, because 4 times 0 is 0, 0 plus 3 is 3. So 0 divided by 3 is 0. So the limit of that function as y tends to 0 is 0. Now, the limit of this function 5z plus 1 over z minus 1 as z tends to 1 is equal to, whatever we see z, we replace with 1. 5 times 1 plus 1 over 1 minus 1. Okay, simplifying this, we have 5 plus 1 over 0, which is 6 over 0. So since the denominator is 0, it implies that what? The limit does not exist. You know, we usually use a symbol that this one is infinity, and which implies that the limit, it implies that the limit does not exist.